everybody, welcome back to the Arsenal Fan Reviews channel, and I'm here today joined by Farhan from Villa Fan Reviews as we're going to discuss the upcoming Arsenal versus Aston Villa game, which is happening on Saturday. So, of course, all match information is scrolling down at the bottom of the screen. But, of course, Farhan, thank you so much for coming on the channel.
No problem. Thank you for letting me on.
That's okay. So let's get straight into the first question, and that is about Aston Villa. What have you made of them so far this season?
So they've made brilliant signings, the like of Martinez, Target. I think that was just the season before, but Matty Cash, Ollie Watkins, and so it's really helped Aston Villa get to 9th in the Premier League.
And of course, looking at Arsenal, what have you made of them? It's been up and down really, but we are looking at a bit of form recently.
Yeah, I think before the players weren't playing for their managers, and he's picked the right team, and tactically they're fine, sitting in 10th place in the table.
I mean, it's not been our greatest season, and same with Villa, but we're doing okay. I mean, Villa have been really good recently, until their result last night, wasn't it 3-1 to West Ham, I believe? So,
yeah.
It wasn't great. I mean, Jesse Lingard making that brilliant comeback, 2 goals in his West Ham debut. But let's move on. So, of course, last time we did play you guys, it was a 3-0 loss at the Emirates, smack in the middle of our really bad run of form when, like you mentioned, the players weren't playing for the manager. We were just getting scored against so many times, and our goal difference and just everything was right down there. We were sat 15th in the league. What do you think has changed from then?
I think Arteta's trusted more in the youth, and they've performed. And I think there was no creativity in the squad. They brought in Emil Smith-Rowe. He's put in a great shift in most of his games. So I think that's what's changed.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned the youth there. That has been absolutely brilliant. My Saka, he's been great. Emil Smith-Rowe, I don't think we'll start in this game, unfortunately, as you'll see in my predicted lineup in a second. But moving on, of course, Arsenal will be missing David Luiz this game. We did try to appeal for that red card he got against Wolves, but for some reason the FA did not want to just hear any of that, and it's been upheld, which I don't really mind about. Yes, I don't think it was a red card. And touching on that, do you think it was a red card if you saw it?
Well, no, I don't think so either. I think it was accidental. He was doing a defender's job and chasing back, and unlucky to hit the heel.
Yeah, like I was saying, it has been upheld, which I'm not hugely disappointed by that. I knew they probably never would have overturned it, and also it's not a huge miss. Yes, he's been doing okay recently, but we've also got Gabriel and multiple other defenders in the squad. Hopefully, maybe Pablo Marie can be back. But the other main miss is, of course, Leno. I have no idea what he was going to do, what he was going through his head, but he ran out of the box and handballed it, and of course got a straight red card as well. So there won't be any Emi Martinez versus Leno fight, unfortunately. But of course, do you think we will now put any trust in our new keeper Runarsson and still try and attack, or do you think Aston Villa will really take this as an advantage and will just pile on all the pressure and will be really nervous to go out there? How do you think it will change the game?
I think yes, it could change the game, but I don't think Aston Villa they're gonna go like they normally do, and I think they're gonna play counter-attacking football, and so I think it does make a massive difference to Arsenal. Like Bernd Leno's such a better keeper than Runarsson. No disrespect to him, but I think it's a massive miss for Arsenal. Wrong time, but
it's going to be huge for us. I mean, I personally think we may be that bit more nervous to come out, but then of course the refereeing decisions, like you said, were really against us. I mean, I was reading something today that if the officials had been doing their job back in the 2016 season, we would have won the league. So I think maybe the Arsenal players will have a bit of fire in their stomach and they will come out and hopefully get the win. But let's move on to starting 11. So my one is up on the screen now. Of course, I go for the usual 4-2-3-1. That'll be Runarsson in goal. It doesn't look like Tierney's back, so I have Bellerin and Cedric as the fullbacks, Holding and Gabriel as the centre-back partnership. Then Xhaka and Partey, they've been doing quite well. Odegaard, I give him his Premier League starting debut, as Emil Smith-Rowe must be so tired right now. And then the front kind of three would, of course, be Saka, Pepe and Lacazette. All three of them really on form at the moment. But do you have any players you do want to see start for Villa?
So I've gone my formation with a 4-2-3-1, normally with Martinez in goal, Target, Mings, Konsa and Cash. I think that Cash might not play and El Mohammedi might, because I think that against West Ham he got injured straight away, but he got up. So Dean Smith might not risk it, and I think McGinn will play, but we could actually see Morgan Sampson's debut, but I think he still hasn't come on as a sub. So I have put Douglas Luiz, and then I've gone with Grealish, Barkley, and Bertrand Traore, and then Watkins.
Well, you mentioned Morgan Sanson. You just, of course, signed him. It's probably one of the only permanent signings that a team in the Premier League has made this January due to the circumstances. But what do you think he will bring to Aston Villa?
I think he brings that depth and the squad depth, and I think it brings that competition with McGinn and Douglas Luiz and Morgan Sampson, because if they don't perform, they will get dropped and their career can just go down from there. So it will bring competition and make them perform better.
Yeah, I agree with you there. And the same about one of our, if not our main signing of the summer, of the January transfer window as well, although it is a loan move, of course, that was Martin Odegaard. We can finally start to rotate the squad without having to put out a pretty bad lineup like we saw in the FA Cup the other day. And talking about him, what do you make of him? What do you make of him as a signing?
I think, who, Morgan Sampson?
Martin Odegaard, this is.
Well, I just heard he's a wonder kid, and I haven't actually watched him at Real Sociedad. I'm only a Premier League fan. But he sounds good, and I think he'll be. I don't think Arsenal will sign him permanently, because Real Madrid are just going to take him back.
I mean, some people saying that, some people saying maybe because he's gone out on loan before, and then when he's been brought back by Real Madrid, he's not getting any playing time still. He may sign permanently, but hopefully both of these deals do go well for both of the players. But finally, the big question, that is the score prediction. So let's get a drum roll on the screen. Farhan, what is your score prediction?
I've gone with 2-2 with Saka and Smith Rowe to score, but you haven't put Smith Rowe in your lineup. And I've gone with Traore and Grealish to score for Villa.
2-2. Well, I want to go with an Arsenal win as well, but I think the best we will get is a draw. And I'm going to go 1-1. Both teams are very attacking, but I think we will really put in a defensive shift, but we'll only manage to score one goal ourselves because, as I mentioned earlier, we do have now Rune Arsen in goal and missing a pretty good defender overall recently, so we won't attack as much. But that about wraps it up. So thank you, everybody, so much for watching. Thank you so much for joining me as well. Where can everybody find you and subscribe to your channel?
Villa Fan Review on YouTube.
Awesome, and of course there'll be a link to that down below in the description. But make sure to like, subscribe, share and comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.